Let's now speak to Abed Karrim, who is Al-Imdaad Foundation's emergency disaster response. Abed, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. But just how dire would you say is the humanitarian situation from your vantage point?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you and the viewers from this rainy Lamontville in Ward 74. To answer your question, we are right here on site and we have visited the families that have lost their loved ones, and our condolences go out to these families. What I'm seeing now as I talk to you is people are dumbfounded. They are stunned and lost in the term that their loved ones have been lost. Their goods are all wet, their beds are wet, etc., etc. So we are here as the Al-imdaad Foundation with the Provincial Disaster Management and, of course, the eThekwini Disaster Management, trying our best to see how best we can help these families. But what we see here, and it is very sad to note, that from what we have been given information, that these persons who've lost their lives, their beloved ones, they had come out of their home and ran out to try and get away, thinking the water will come in. But they were swept away with the current that was already on the side of their homes. Now, as I am talking to you, I'm looking at the entire situation here, and what we are finding that they ran out and they got swept away into the bigger stream and so forth. So the situation here is, clean up, and it's always the case when you have these type of situations of flooding and so forth. It's always raining as you're trying to clean up and getting things in order. But one thing for sure I can give you from this point here that I am, it's called Amatinin. The homes are all built with tins, and it is a very sad situation. People are crying and, just stunned and so forth. So yes, as the Al-imdaad Foundation, provincial, bring them to a more safe place, because it is still drizzling, raining, then it stops and then it continues. So it is not very safe to have them in their homes at this point.
Well, the MECs and the mayor did say that they're working on plans to relocate, some of them. But from where you sit, where would you say is the biggest need in terms of the here and now, outside of what both the city and the province can and says they are going to do?
What I've seen now is that behind these houses, there's a huge stream that runs down there. And obviously when it rains, with the excess water flowing down, it has raised and it has, flooded the place. My thought would be that I would think the city management and so forth is to look for a safer ground away from, these rivers and streams and etc. And I think one of the things that comes out very clear here is to have awareness campaigns that these types of homes or your home or settlement should be not anywhere near a disaster or flood, place. Because these are the outcomes that we have seen as Al-imdaad Foundation throughout the country, that where this flooding takes place is where, and sometimes communities do not want to listen. When they advise not to do and build at these, places where you have a risk of being flooded,